Hello everybody and welcome back to Keep It Real, episode number 71 now. And we are getting closer to the end. Definitely. Hey, FS25. Do you know I can't actually wait? I really can't actually wait. And do you know the most exciting thing? I finally seen in the trailer a tractor with mud in the tyre treads. Oh my goodness. That's what it's all about for me. That alone is worth 30 quid. Just to see the mud in the tyres. Anyway, we'll do our usual thing. 502 litres. This pallet is pretty much, I mean, it looks empty. It's still got something on it, but I think that would disappear now any second. We're going to have to start emptying off the stuff on the back of the Unimog. Come on, why is it not? There we go. Lovely, right, we'll do that now quick. Yeah, it did have a little bit on there, that's fine. So I hit everyone as well anyway in the meantime, whilst I'm doing my chores. I'll do a little bit of talking. Yeah, I hope everyone is great. Obviously, I've been slack. I mean, you could say I've been slack. We'll go with being slack. Yeah, I've not managed to get a roleplay episode done for the weekend that's just gone. But I am aiming to get one done for this weekend, as well as a Halloween special, which is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. So, in a way, you're almost going to get two in 1 week. So, I really love... I don't know if it's the Unimog mod or if it's just the various mods I've installed, but yeah, there's a little bit side heavy, isn't it? I like how it's made that tyre look really, really flat. I'm going to try. We are obviously in need of this food on the back there, but I'm going to try what John and Shao said. Sorry, Shao, shouting at me whilst I was driving around. I somehow managed to tip this back up, didn't I? And I don't know how I did it because it doesn't really tell you in the help menu how to unload the back. But we're gonna try it. This bit might be ever so slightly unrealistic, but at the very least I'll try and do it without running over a duck. Right, there you go. Look, that adds the realism, doesn't it? Oh, something's going on though. What's going on here? What's happening? Come on, Unimog, you can do it. There we go. Right, so I'm gonna unstrap it from inside the cab, which I never do. But one of these buttons, there we go, will tip it. Now, is it going to fall off? That is the question. How far does it take? Do you know, I've never even tried it, but there you go. That answers that query, doesn't it? Can I make this pallet just kind of fall off, sort of, somewhere in the area where I can get to it? Come on. There we go. Now let's do, I think it's that button. There we go. If I try and do it in a certain way, will the pallet fall flat? Ah, there we go. That will do. That will do. Right. What a way to start an episode. Right, we'll just we'll continue to top up the ducks whilst we're here. Now, I wouldn't be surprised actually if the cows are out of food. Yeah, I've kind of topped them up as I'm going. What are we like for food? They should be able to have one more shovelful. Yeah, I've been topping them up as we've been skipping through the time. We are, of course, now in April. So, yeah, I think the last episode actually was in February. So I've skipped forward 2 months to get here. It's a great thing about actually having some money now. Right, we'll leave that there. I'm going to turn that off and save some fuel. So, there's going to be a lot going on in this episode. Well, I mean... It's a lot going on in terms of money we make anyway. It's not going to be a lot going on in terms of what we're doing. It'll probably be quite repetitive. But, oh dear, yeah, the cows are on absolute zero. Look at how many we got here, look. Did we only buy 2 cows? Did we buy a 3rd cow? Either way, got a lot more than that there now, haven't we? Right, let's get some food in. This is it for food. This is actually it for food. Yeah, we're going to be in a bit of a struggle at some point, so... I don't know how the series is going to go, really. We'll see how much money we end with at the end of this one. Is it worth us actually getting a contract, a baling contract, so we can gain a little bit of silage off the back of it? Or are we at a point now where we go, right, now's the right time to sell the cows, take them back to the shop, sell them, get full value for them. Come on, drop that. There we go. Do it in this view. Yeah, maybe it's the time that we sell them. We sell the cow barn. Obviously, yeah, we're probably not actually going to play in the main farm. I don't think I'd actually do any episodes in the main farm. but that is a cow farm. So yeah, if I was going to play in that farm, I wouldn't sell these cows, obviously. Oh no, what's going on here? There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't sell them, obviously. I would transport them and put them into the new barn. But that was never the kind of end game plan. If I did it early enough, I was actually going to play on that farm, a couple of episodes on that farm. But that's not going to happen now. We're too close to FS25, aren't we? So we just dump that in there. And yeah, maybe in the next 1 or 2 episodes, it might be time for the cows to go. Which would be good, actually. We'll be able to see how much profit we've made overall from them. And yeah, I would have thought, oh dear, this let's go in this view. This sprayer is not a very good counterweight, as you can see. It's not a very good counterweight at all. It would probably help if it actually had some liquid in it, I would have thought, but no worries. Right, chop that down. There we go. Wow. I don't think that would have filled the cows, but it's the best they're going to get. I can't really do much more. What are they on now? Let's have a look. So, what's that? Should put my glasses on, shouldn't I? Just over 10,000 litres. Wow, there's 10,000 litres of milk in there. No way. You can really tell that we've been producing extra calves and things in there because their milk production has gone absolutely crazy. Now, yeah, I mean, it's one of the worst times to sell it, to be honest, but milk's milk, isn't it? It's good to know we got that in the background. Now, it still sells for over 1,000, so there's £10,000 worth of milk there, just as it stands, at its worst price as well. Amazing. But that's not what we're doing this episode. What we are doing this episode is heading to, let's pop that in there actually, heading to the very bottom plot, the one with the grape vineyards and the olive tree, which is currently being produced into 90% of our profit, I guess, really, which is the olive oil. So we're going to head down there. We're just going to check in. Now, I have in between, skipping through months, had done a little bit of loading. So the trailer is kind of pretty much ready to go. There's a lot of grapes. There's a lot of grapes. That's all I'm going to say. You'll see it in a moment. Now, oh dear, good driving, good start. We'll pass by the other plot of land there as well. To be honest, I don't feel the effort involved with cutting that grass again, flattening it, compacting it, covering it, just to get a bit of silage for the cows. I don't know if at this point, oh dear, forget how fast this is. I don't know if at this point I want to do that. So actually, we're keeping an eye out for the variation in land price. Actually, if this particular field shows that it's worth a decent amount of money, if you know, I guess you could simulate you get an offer way over the market value for the land, I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. And as soon as we've harvested the canola, which will be soon, again, probably the next episode even, I might skip this one again, a couple more, and then we'll harvest the canola. Yeah. But if this, it's ready to cut now, isn't it? Definitely. Let's have a quick look while we're here. If I can find the right menu. Right, so this is the land. Go into here. So it's currently 20,000. So if that 23.1% negative, the discount goes to a red, then it will be worth selling that, because that means we've made more money on it. And I'm assuming, again, I don't really want to sell any plots of land at this point because they are doing a bit of a production. They are giving us some income. But again, we've got to check it. If that suddenly went to 50% in the red, we would be getting offered 40 grand for that field. That's a big difference. That is, wow, that might be what we need to do. And I have considered, actually, comment from Bendercat, why don't I do a little bit of land flipping? So not buy a field that's ready to harvest it, be cheeky, and then sell it again. I don't mean that, because that, from a realistic point of view, is a bit cheeky, isn't it? But just buying land while it's discounted, wait for the market value to go up, and then sell it at a profit. That's a good call, you know. And that is realistic. People do that, I'm sure. Definitely. I wonder if the local council in the village I'm looking at building some flats or something. I could sell land really expensive then, couldn't I? Right, anyway, that's something we'll keep an eye on. If I see a smaller plot of land with a huge discount, I might just buy it. I won't do anything with it. I'll just buy it and then monitor the price and sell it. Easy money. And here we are now. There is the trailer, as you can see. I didn't leave it there. That is moving. That is currently moving. Right, we'll let that car go past and we'll pull in. And yes, of course, it's produced some more. It shouldn't have produced that many more because I have actually let it run out of water completely. So, yeah. Guarantee when I start moving them, it'll start firing out loads more though. Right, what I'm going to do now then is connect to this trailer. Look how much there is. Look how much there is. And I also noticed, look, there's another 3 pallets of olive oil. This is amazing. Right, did I park it in a good position? Sort of. Not really, but sort of. Let's have a look here a minute. Wow. So they're £1,000. They're more than that. I hope they're more than that. 1,000 litres per pallet. And there's still 4,279 litres in there, which will spawn, obviously, when we move them. So that, on top of what we've already got, which is 9,000 litres. Yeah, I think that's 3 high in it. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Wow. Good. But we're not going to be selling that today. We're in the wrong month for that. That's going to be in May, the next month. Now, let's just move this a moment. These pallets, I feel, are also wiggling around and moving. And there is room for a little bit more. So those great pallets there were not there when I stacked this, which is why I've left a bit of a gap. So, we'll try and do that now. We'll leave that there, we'll turn that off. We'll do this kind of live. Just go and connect those weights again. Oh, actually, I don't think these need the weights, that's fine. So we need to put, what have I got room for? 3, maybe 4. Let's load the back of the Unimog up first, actually. I will connect the weights, let's play it safe. Yeah, we'll load the back of the Unimog up, and then whatever we're left with, we should be able to squeeze on that trailer. Again, these, while I'm here, what have they got? They got 586 there. Look, the other one is about the same, because they're pretty much the same. It ran out of water, I didn't bother filling it, because this is becoming a bit tedious now. The sheer amount of grapes that this mod is producing is pretty crazy, actually. Pretty crazy. So let's load these out. I might as well just take them from here. Hopefully I'll line myself up properly. Oh no. Engine stalled. And it's doing something weird with the front loader. Okay, right. The engine's stalled, but it's still got, what, 35% before it actually breaks. So must have just caught it at a bad moment. I didn't let it warm up enough, maybe. Right, come on. Don't start mucking me around here. Why is it not picking up that pallet? There we go. Oh no. Well, that didn't work out very well. This is why I normally do this bit off camera. But I will say that wasn't my fault. I've done that much pallet loading now. I am becoming like a semi-pro at pallet loading. If there was a game, pallet loading simulator, I'd probably be quite good at it. It'd probably be one of the most boring games to watch, but I'd be good at it. I would be. So, anyone else excited for FS25? I know, talking to a lot of people, there seems to be quite a lot of people that aren't even going to bother buying it. Actually, not for the immediate. Anyway, I feel like I certainly want to. You have to want to do something, especially when you're doing this YouTubing side of thing as a bit of a hobby. You have to want to do it, otherwise you just don't put the effort in. And I definitely want to, but yeah, a small part of me does feel like it's kind of a need almost. It's a necessity. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but from a content creation point of view, once FS22 is kind of done its job, FS25 will overtake it. I feel like the majority of content needs to jump, or it certainly will jump to FS25. There is that thing with the roleplay story. Do I continue that using FS22? And I've considered quite a few things for a little while actually, and I could definitely do that, because I guess actually the big kind of good thing about the roleplay story is not necessarily the game platform you're playing on. It's more about the story itself, isn't it? And people like Mr. Travaskis and maybe Terry, if he makes another appearance again, you never know. But yeah, so I could continue that, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to continue the story mode. I am doing that. God, I worded that wrong then, didn't I? I don't mean it like that. I will continue the story mode, but I'm not going to continue to use FS22. And that's because, I mean, this video itself now, I don't know how long this video is going to be, because obviously I've only just started recording it at this point. But if I record for an hour, try to set my settings quite high. The bit rate's quite high, although I only upload in kind of standard 1080p HD. The file size just for doing this recording can be up to 50 gigabytes, because this game is that detailed. And when you have a high bit rate, and the high bit rate's got to load all of these tiny little bits here. You know, for example, if I had a low bit rate, this would look a little bit Minecrafty, but hopefully it's almost as detailed for you as it is for me. Yeah, it makes massive file sizes. Now, one video, say 40 gigabytes on average. Then I've got FS22, I've got who knows how much mods, probably 20 or 30 gigabytes of mods alone. Yeah, it's just a lot of storage space. I've got very, very big hard drives, big SSD drives, but the more you put in them, the more you fill them with, the more rubbish you fill them with, the slower they get over time. And yeah, I don't want to be playing and having 2 different games, 2 different mod folders, and I could end up with 300 gigabytes of farm sim alone. And I just don't want to do that. So I'm going to get to a point where I can just happily, comfortably uninstall FS22. Be the end of an era, wouldn't it? Be the end of an era. Now, I should not have... Let's jump out. I should not strap that, should I? Because I might be able to make up for my bodge job. Maybe. Can I? Oh, what's going on? Again, this is why. This is why you normally see this kind of off screen, or you don't see it. But that's fine. I can fix it. Will that do? Will that do? Come on. This man is not the best thing in the God, I wouldn't even move it. See, can you see the Unimog moving? Can you see the trailer moving? Yeah, I think there's just that many. And also that trailer's doing that weird thing again, where it's not actually strapped everything. So yeah, we've got some things to battle with here. Right, 4 more pallets. We can do this. Let's get them loaded up. So yeah, so that's my thinking anyway. Now, as it stands, I haven't done it, but I've started it. My Halloween special, which seems to kind of be a bit of a thing after the last one, certainly anyway. It's going to be a good episode. I hope. I haven't done it yet, but I hope. Yeah, it's going to be a good episode. Potentially, I don't want to give too much away, but potentially it might be the end of the FS25 version of roleplay. Who knows? You'll have to wait and see. But it's going to require a huge amount of editing. The most amount of editing that I've actually done for an episode, I think. Oh dear. I've got to try not to go into that field there. I'm going to sink in the mud. That would not be good. Yeah, it's going to be the largest amount of editing that I've ever done. Things like trying to get additional things in the episode which Farming Simulator doesn't actually have. It's going to require quite a bit of usage of editing software, and yeah. I don't even know at this point if I can do it, which is also one of the reasons why I'm not giving away too much. But I think it's going to be good. I am actually going to use some music. Some music I've got permission. So basically the whole monetizing thing. For anyone who's done it before, you might know what I'm talking about. But You can get permission to use certain songs, a bit like I did when I used Guns N' Roses, for example, in that farm build time-lapse episode I did. Certain ones, they don't mind. They'll allow you to use it, but they won't let you monetize. Now, this episode, ironically, is the most amount of time that I've spent editing an episode, or it will be. Yeah. Because I'm using a particular kind of song, I can't even monetize it. It's funny, isn't it? Right, what I'm going to do, it's not my fault the trailer's moving around, so I'm just going to clip and unclip everything. Just to see, no it didn't grab them again, did it? But I do need to move this into a different position because it's very difficult to load up. See how badly it's only that bad on the Unimog because I didn't give myself the space, alright? Give me a break. I know some of you are looking at this going, oh my goodness, what is he even doing? What is that? Yeah, it's not my fault. I should have aligned myself a bit better. Problem with all of these extra mods is you sink into the field. So if I go into that neighbour's hill, you can already see it. See the angle the man's at. It's sinking into his slightly damp ground. Right, if I park this here, like so, I should now. I've given myself a little. Yeah, look, you can see that I've sunk in there. Yeah, I should have given myself enough room to put. I've got space there for 4 pallets. I don't think there's 4, is there? I think there's only 2. Oh dear. Cool. Not paying attention. Nearly ruined all of my canola crop then. That wouldn't have been good. Okay. Yeah, I think my most exciting thing I'm looking forward to on FS22, of course, is the better mud. Ah, it looks good, doesn't it? The ground deformation is kind of cool. I don't think it's as good as what people were hoping for. I don't mind either way. But the fact that mud sticks in the tyre treads. I'm just hoping what I've now seen in a trailer is actually gameplay and it's not kind of just generated for video purposes, because it looked really cool. I think it was like a John Deere tractor and it had mud absolutely caked all over it. It just looked good. Just looked awesome. Right, anyway. Now, I'm going to have to be careful here again because it does struggle at this height, which is half the reason why the top layer looks considerably worse than the other ones. You have to kind of, well, you'll see in a minute if I can get it. There we go. Yeah, you have to kind of almost put it up at an angle and sort of bounce it on a little bit sometimes. I don't know. So that trailer's still moving. Look at it. Yeah, look. It's going crazy now. It's going crazy. Right, let's see. Oh, do you know what? It's not actually that bad now. Repositioning the trailer has made it a bit easier. Cool. Right, so stick one on the end. Again, it doesn't help that that trailer is wobbling so much. Can I do it? There we go. Yeah, see, look, I can do it neat. You've just seen that. I don't want you all to think that I'm cheating. But then you've probably just spent 7 minutes watching me load up pallets, so you can understand why I do the rest of it off camera. Good. And I don't need to be too tidy with these, do I? So we'll dump them in there. Looks good. Right, we won't leave it in his field in case he wants to harvest or plant, I should say. See if I can get these to stick on. That one will. That one will. Good. Right. Wow. Oh dear. It's wobbly. This is... oh, it's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight. I think I need to... I would say put beacons on, but I don't have beacons. Let's stick me my hazards on at the very least there. There we go. Right. Make sure there's no cars. Yeah, this is going to be a slow drive. I probably will cut this bit because, again, it's not like I can do any teleporting or anything off camera because it will leave all the boxes behind. I might lose those front two, you know, because they, for some reason, they were not strapped. That middle one in the middle there looks like it's not strapped, but that is. The straps don't quite go over it, that's all. But those front two, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, 17 miles per hour looks like our maximum anyway. So, right, let's head back in the right direction. I don't even know where I'm sending them, if I'm honest. Probably our usual, the farm shop. So hopefully we don't have any issues getting over that curb. Either way, this is going to take me a while. I'll catch you in a second. This is the reason why I said I'll catch you in a second, by the way. Look at this. 1 miles per hour. Up the hill. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Wow. That has taken some time, honestly. Wow. I've put it on cruise control and I've set it to a nice set speed of 18 because sometimes it goes too fast, sometimes it's going at 1 miles per hour. It's a bit of a nightmare. So we'll keep it nice and steady, nice and even. Now, the restaurant just down there does pay a tiny bit more than our usual. But I'm going to go to our usual because it's just much easier to get in and sell at. The last thing I want to do is lose a couple of these pallets. And yeah, then have to drive back, get something like the Ford. It would just take too much time. So we're going to go here. Oh dear, there's cars coming. I have to kind of keep on the accelerator. As you can see, the Unimog's bouncing a bit. Otherwise it's going to start running back down the hill again. Right, can I get over this curb? I'm sure I can. Because I think the issue with the trailer wasn't this trailer, was it? It was the... Okay, spoke too soon, didn't I? It wasn't actually this trailer, but this trailer has the same problem. That's good. I think the hitch point on the back of the Unimog must just be a bit low. Maybe. I guess the fact that it's so heavy at the back as well is probably making it even lower than what it should be. That's fine. There is a solution. We just take the long way around. What do we reckon we're going to get? 28,600 litres of grapes are registered at the bottom. I don't know if that's all of it. It might not have registered those couple there that haven't strapped as well. Could be a little bit more than that. We're kind of looking at 1,200, nearly 1,300 per 1,000. This is going to be a big boost, isn't it? Oh, and I'm watching these pallets on the back. They're all moving. See them? They're all twisting around. Yeah, this is going to be nice. This is going to be over 30 grand, isn't it? What do we reckon? I guess 32.5. That's my guess. And if I can position this well, I should be able to do it so that it will continue to sell. Yeah, there we go. So I can hopefully get it all into one price. Wow. It's already at nearly 60,000 in the top corner there. This is amazing. Move that a little bit more. Cool. Well, what's it going to be? Wow. A lot more than what I thought, I think. Oh, well, that's not a bad guess, actually. 34,914, plus then a little cheeky £376 environmental score bonus. That's okay. I'm happy with that. Pretty good. Right. Wow. This is amazing, isn't it? I've got to head back down to the bottom because the next big job to do, albeit once we move into May, would be hopefully a huge amount of olive oil and a huge amount more money. Maybe we can kind of determine how easily we're going to buy that farm after selling this olive oil. Maybe. What are we at now? 71,868 altogether. Yeah, I mean, I reckon we could make that again just from olive oil. Again, I might be wrong, but I reckon we could. It's still producing more olive oil. And then, as the final kind of boost to money, once we move forward and we harvest our vast amount of canola, and there is quite a bit of canola, and convert all of that into canola oil, or rapeseed oil is what we'd know it as over here in the UK. Once we do that as well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's unachievable. I think I've been guessing random figures for the last few episodes, but something tells me, I said maybe in the last episode we could end up with like 150 grand after we sell the olive oil. That's I'm pretty certain of that now, if I'm honest with you. And that's before we even think about selling the land. Yeah, we're definitely going to do this, but with maybe the 2 or 3 episodes left of this series, maybe 4 at a push, maybe 5 at a push. Yeah, we need to be playing this really smart. We need to be on it. And I'll tell you what, I would quite like to finish it maybe a few days before the release of FS25, just to give me a chance to download, start afresh, I guess, on a brand new game. Right, so we're going to dump this here. What do we reckon? What do we reckon? I'll have a look now and see what we're recording at, but I don't think this has been that long. Again, like always, I've been playing this for ages. By the time I've loaded all the trailers up, by the time I did that drive then, that drive was ridiculous. But from a physically recorded point of view, it's probably quite a short episode. Maybe I skip forward into May. Maybe we sell the olive oil as well. Maybe this will be a big sale episode. Yeah, that might be the way that we go. Right, anyway, we'll spin this around. I'll pause the recording, and we'll have a little look at time. Right, let's park that up here a minute. Just there, that will do. Okay, we are now in May. These were not overly comfortable. Good job Farming Simulator's not too realistic. I wouldn't want to sleep there. Right, I did, I paused it then. Obviously, you wouldn't have seen it. I lifted them 3 at a time, actually. It did it okay. That was relatively right. So 3 at a time, because they were stacked quite neatly. Put them straight onto there. So what we're going to do now is just pick up these pallets here. Again, it's going to produce some more. It's going to produce even more now, in fact, because, of course, we've slept through an entire game day, or an entire game month, pretty much. So this is going to be good. This is going to be really good. These ones, of course, they are easier to get in from the end. The other ones I had to go in from the front. So I'll put them end on the pallet, on the trailer, sorry. But that hopefully will eliminate any chances of... I'm going to do this because that's going to... I know that's going to spawn. As soon as I start driving forward, it's going to spawn. Is it not? I know it's going to do it. So, come on. Okay, it didn't do it. Right, we'll put that on the end one then. Kind of. Oh, it'll work better again. My Xbox Elite controller is starting to play up a little bit. There we go. That's good. I bet it'll spawn one now, won't it? No? It's not playing. Good. Right. It will do it at the worst possible time, because that is what happens every time. But anyway, at least I can take these 3. Oh, kind of. Sort of. There we go. One will appear now. Right between the wheel and the pallet floor. Oh no. I was joking. I was joking. What's going on here as well? Why is it not picking? It just did this fine. Well, hang on a minute. Is it stuck to they're stuck to the ground? Why is it not picking it up? Oh. Something's happening. Something's going wrong. It just picked 3 of these up fine. Oh no. Right, it's having some sort of... Okay. Wow. Amazing. Good. Well done. It had some sort of sticky ground moment then. Can I get... Oh, I'm completely wedged here. This is annoying, isn't it? Right, let's do it one at a time. Let's zoom out a bit. There we go. I can actually see what I'm doing. Well, those 3, it's funny, I just said those 3 went on really, really easy. That was lovely. And this is made up for it. I should not have spoken too soon. Yeah, I'll have to put them on like that. That's fine. Is it going to let me come out? Yeah. Good. Oh, and now it spawned all the rest of them, look. Oh, I don't know. Right, this should be good. This is quite a lot, you know. So again, the money's dropped a little bit, as it does, because, you know, we've had to pay our bills. We've reduced our bills massively, but we do still have bills. And of course, we are paying for that kind of long-term lease on the New Holland, which I don't regret doing, even though I hardly used it. Maybe I should have fitted the front loader attacher, and we could have maybe even done away with this man. I wanted to keep the man right till the end, you know. It was the starter equipment, wasn't it? It's the first thing we ever bought, if I remember. Well, other than a pickup truck, but first piece of farm equipment we ever bought. So yeah, I thought it would be nice to keep it right through to the end. And we won't get stuff like this for a little while, I wouldn't have thought. Not on FS25. I mean, this man itself is a third-party mod. Oh, my controls playing up. There we go. Yeah, it's a third-party mod anyway. Oh dear. But yeah, we won't get stuff like this for a little while. Although actually, the third-party mods on websites probably come out quicker than Mod Hub anyway, so you never know. As soon as we get something similar, by the way, similar kind of price range and older style, I am hoping to do Keep It Real 2, or I don't know, think of a smart name, Keep It Realer. That doesn't sound very good, does it? But we'll think of something. But yeah, anyway, a second series. Just got to find a good map for it. But actually, if I'm being honest with you, the Giants base maps for this new game actually look really good. Some of them do look really, really good. I quite like the look of the American one. I forget the name of it now, Riverbend or something like that. That just looks really good. But we all know, anyone who plays Farming Simulator, we know from experience, as soon as we start getting the mod community who make the game, there's no doubt about that. As soon as they start pumping out their maps, yeah, they're normally just so good. The Giants maps tend to go out the window a bit, don't they? Right, before I have the same issue again, it's almost going to spawn another pallet, but not for a second, so we're alright. We've got time here to try and... I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. Bodge what's going on here. Can I use this pallet to flip another pallet? Oh, this was a disaster, wasn't it? Go on. Drive forward, flip it over. Right, that's one done. Can I do the same one here? I mean, I don't know. I might even be able to pick it up upside down. I don't know. But if I can use a pallet to flip it, there you go. You can tell I've done that before, can't you? You can tell I've done that before many times. Many a times. Right. We might as well hang around down here as well, haven't we, really, for this additional pallet of olives to spawn, because it is pretty much there. This is good. I've not even counted how many are there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 pallets by the time this extra one spawns. 18 pallets. Wow. So 18 times 5. I'm not even going to attempt to do that. But that's a lot, isn't it? 18 times 5 is quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Right, I've done... Oh dear. I'll say I've done one part. I managed to get them the right way up, but can I pick them up? Who knows? Right, that might just about do it, to be honest. Yeah. Again, you can definitely tell I've done this before. I do like to play this game realistically. Even if I'm playing on my own, if I'm not even recording, I like to always have that realistic touch. Things like auto-loading don't really do it for me. Things like super strength don't really do it for me. I know I've made exceptions in this series just to keep it... I mean, to be honest, I've almost used super strength to make things realistic rather than to make things easier. If you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not into stuff like that. As tedious as this is, we play this sort of game, don't we? Because things like this are fun. In a weird, strange way, this is considered fun. Why do I consider this fun? Why do I consider this? Oh, for goodness sake! Why? Why is this fun? It's frustrating. It really, yeah. Olive oil pallets are quite sticky. Who said this was fun? Who even said that? Oh. Who even said that? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, I'm making this even worse. Yeah, apparently it's fun anyway. Come on. Come on. How am I going to get this out now? I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm past it. They're sealed bottles. They're good quality glass bottles. They ain't going to break. It's not going to let me drop that off now, is it? Slide off? No. Anything? No. It's just completely stuck. Come on. Oh, and now the man's stalled. This is good. I think, in a way, for God's sake, it's probably almost as enjoyable for you to watch this as me skipping through and trying to make an episode seem seamless. Why is the trailer over there? Right. Deep breath. Why is the trailer over there? It is fun. It is really fun. I do hope, though, that FS25 have maybe fixed some of the physics, because it has its moments, doesn't it? It does have its moments, this game. It's quirky little touches. Yeah. Right. I'm going to do that. So by the time I flip this pallet around and get it on there, this trailer will be back in this damn field again, I reckon. Come on. Hey, at least I've given it time for the other pallet to spawn. Right, one at a time. One at a time. Come on, Brucey. Take this slow. You do everything else slow anyway. You don't need to rush this bit. It's fine. It's all good. There we go. So I am interested. I'm just making conversation now while I absolutely bugger this whole thing up. I went to a fancy dress party on the weekend. It was my mother's 60th, and yeah, fancy dress. She wanted it to be artists, so I kind of pushed the limits ever so slightly, and I went dressed as Ali G. Who knows Ali G? Everyone knows Ali G. I mean, I assume everyone from the UK knows Ali G. I'll be interested to know if you, Bender Cat, or Wiley, if any of you guys know who Ali G is. You probably know the actor actually as the guy who plays Borat. But yeah, Ali G was one of his many characters. So I went dressed as Ali G. As you can imagine, it was the most ridiculous looking outfit. And I even went full on. You've got to do these things properly, haven't you? I normally have a beard. I wouldn't say I have a big bushy beard, but I normally have a beard. And I shaved it off, and I shaved it down to the shape of Ali G's beard, which is pretty ridiculous in itself. I then went to the party in sunglasses, a full bright yellow tracksuit. It's absolutely ridiculous. But to get into the zone, to get into the spirit, I actually watched Ali G in the house, and I don't know, maybe subconsciously that might have been where the name of this series came from. I don't know. I didn't realise until I watched the film back. He actually has a Keep It Real club, and it's basically like the Scouts almost, where instead of teaching them things like, you know, core skills and knots and survival and stuff like that, he's teaching them how to survive on the streets. Yeah, very, very interesting. Very interesting. I also realised that 95% of the stuff Ali G says I couldn't actually say anymore because it's not really kind of diverse or politically correct. So yeah, I couldn't take any Ali G slogans with me. There's that pallet there. I was just hanging around waiting for that. Yeah, I couldn't do many of his slogans as part of my costume, as part of my dress up, because it would not be Nice of me to say some of the stuff he says. But yeah, not a lot of you, some of you have, because I know some of you who watch these videos from work, but not a lot of you have actually seen what I look like. And you definitely won't be seeing what I look like at the moment, because I've got the most ridiculously stupid Ali G looking beard going on. And yeah, the trailer's moving again. Look, do you see that? You see that? So let's try and counteract this. And now I'm... Oh no. Hang on a minute. What is going on here? Oh no. Who ever said that this was fun? Look, what's happening? I cannot even get out now. I told you this trailer would end up in the neighbour's field. I was only joking, but it has actually happened. Doing my head in. Right, before I start stressing everyone else out, as well as myself, I'm going to... I'm going to just pause it a minute. I made it worse. Yeah. I made it worse. I tried to fix it. What have I done? And yeah, the trailer is pretty much exactly where I jokingly said it would be. There we go. Right, it's on there and it's strapped, sort of. Doesn't look like that. That doesn't look like. That's gonna fall off, innit? Yeah, that whole experience was not fun. I don't know who ever suggested that things like that are fun. Whoever did is clearly not quite right in the head. Anyway, apparently 14,000 litres of... Well, actually, there's 15,000 litres. If you count the one that's just fallen off somehow. What? Oh my god. Okay, 15,000 litres. I thought I could have sworn I just counted 18 pallets a minute ago. I either can't count or the trailer's just kind of up to its usual tricks. Yeah. Anyway, a lot. Quite a lot. Let's try and knock this down. Can I get it to... Yeah, you're just going to have to wait, traffic. I don't even care anymore. Oh no, this is like the worst position it could have gone in. Maybe if I open up the forks a bit more. No, that's not helping. Maybe if I close the forks. Oh, oh. Hey, that's a good trick, isn't it? Did you see that? Tried to grab it between the forks on it. Oh, for God's sake, no, another one's just come off. What is it they say in that film? Goose frabber. Goose frabber. If any more of these damn pallets fall off, I'm going to uninstall the game now. I'm not even going to get to FS25. I'm going to uninstall it. This is doing my head in now. I was trying to be patient. I can't do it. I can't cope with it anymore. Right, I think we're good anyway. Apparently we've got 16,000 litres now. But it just ain't picking up on some of those pallets. It's not even... I mean, I don't want to zoom in because you know I'll crash into something. There's two pallets just there. Let's see, the strap's gone under it. It's not gone over it. So that's 1,000 litres. I don't know. It's probably not picking up on the pallet, which is upside down. Oh, and yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than 1 miles per hour, but 2 miles per hour. Amazing. Right, same as always. I'll catch you at the shop. See you in a moment. Okay. I think that was almost slower than the first drive. I'm just going to check here. Where's the best place? The restaurant. I don't know where that top place is. Where's this place? I don't think we've ever been there before, you know. I bet after all of that it was probably closer to us. No, it wasn't. Here. Okay. Right. We've not sold there before, you know. Oh, come on. Shouldn't have lost my momentum. I can't even move now. Yeah, we've not sold there before. I'm pretty sure that's like what looks like a little postcard stand or something. We'll go there. It's paying a bit more. Well, we might not go there. Come on. Yes, we're at 2. Oh. Oh. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Do you know what? I think it's the trailer. I think this trailer mod, which would have been from Mod Hub, I'm sure. I think this is kind of a bit twitchy. Probably works really, really well if you're using it as a bale trailer, which I guess ultimately is what it is, but it doesn't seem to work that great with the physics involved with the pallet. In fact, you can see I've nearly lost 2 pallets there, look. Which I'm assuming are the ones that it's not quite picking up on. I don't know. Oh no. What I didn't think... Oh, do you see that pallet? What I didn't think about was... Where's the actual trigger? I'm going to have to reverse it in that gap, aren't I? Okay. I should have played it safe. Well, I've lost a pallet. I should have played it safe. And probably went to the usual spot again. Let's see if I can nudge that. Hopefully it doesn't just run it over. It's going to run it over, isn't it? What's going on? Oh, I'm selling something. Something is selling. Don't know what, but we are selling something. That's annoying. I would like to have done it all in one go. However, 9,957 then, just from the last couple of pallets. Yeah. I mean, I knew it was going to be over 5 grand a pallet, so that's great, isn't it? Did it sell? Oh, it didn't sell that pallet that's in the way. Of course it didn't. Right. Oh, I wouldn't go there. Realistic series, apparently. Running over pedestrians. Right, we'll nudge that pallet after. Let's try and get into this trigger. Oh, look at that. See how fast it's going up. Over 100,000 already. Amazing. So the trigger's about here somewhere. Probably not selling that one that's upside down, is it? Of course not. That's not selling anymore. Oh, there you go. God, this has got a strange little kind of trigger point, this has. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be over 150,000 though, isn't it? Okay, right. I think you can forgive me for using that super strength. Let's just say we're unloading this bottle by bottle, and in real life, we wouldn't be having a trailer that decides to randomly flip pallets over. Right, we're on 154,617, and then this one will start to go. Wow, 160? Can we do it? Wow, I mean, that's pretty damn close. 160,000, near enough. Wow, what an episode. And what a frustrating episode. For me, anyway. Hopefully not for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. For me, this has been an absolute nightmare. Anyway, right, I'm going to head back to the farm now, but this is the point where we're in the episode. Probably about, what, a 45-50 minute episode maybe, which isn't too bad, is it? So I hope you've enjoyed it. And, yeah, we'll most likely jump forward and start harvesting probably in the next episode. Get some of our canola, get that down to the mill, get that starting to produce, yeah, some more oil. And then we'll get to do all of this again. Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. Definitely. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. And I hope you enjoy the roleplay episode that's coming up. This weekend one would be kind of a standard episode. But if all goes to plan, if I get the editing done properly, the one that you will see hopefully Wednesday night, which I think is Halloween, it's a bit of a special episode. And again, I'm using some good music, so I need to get some real kind of feelings across in that episode. So it's not going to be something I can monetize, but hopefully it's something that you all enjoy anyway. And yeah, until then, anyway. Cheers and God.